Namaskaram. Welcome to the 21st Pasaram of Tirupavai in our series of Mother Earth Speaks to Corporates. Very interesting verse. As we discussed yesterday, Sri Andal and team have decided that they will have a direct access to Krishna and keep talking to him and wait for his response. So from this verse, for the next 9 verses, they are going to talk about him, so what they want from him and how do they want to get it and what they will give in return to him. Everything is only to Lord Krishna, addressing to Lord Krishna. So as is the normal practice, I will first look into the song.
மாற்றாதே பால் சொரியும் வள்ளல் பெரும் பசுக்கள் ஏற்ற கலங்கள் எதிர்போகி மீதளிப்ப மாற்றாதே பால் சொரியும் வள்ளல் பெரும் பசுக்கள் ஆற்ற படைத்தான் மகனே அறிவுராய் மாற்ற படைத்தான் மகனே அறிவுராய் ஊற்றமுறையாய் பெரியாய் உலகி தோற்றமாய் நின்ற தோற்றமாய் நின்ற சுடரே தூயிலேழாய் தோற்றமாய் நின்ற சுடரே தூயிலேழாய் மாற்றா உனக்கு வலி தொலைந்துள் கண் ஆற்றாது வந்துள் அடிபணியுமா போலே ஆற்றாது வந்துள் அடிபணியுமா போலே போற்றியா வந்தோ புகழ்ந்தேலோரோ பாவாய் ஆற்றாது வந்தோ அடிபணியுமா போலே போற்றியாம் வந்தோ புகழ்ந்தேலோரும்
Thanks, madam, for the nice rendering of the song. This raga is Nadanama Kriya, as I mentioned earlier. This is the 15th Melagartha raga, derivative of the raga, Maya Mala Gola. This raga is a very popular raga, so very contemplative and meditative kind of a nature it has, and it also raises a feeling of we say yearning for something, yearning for something. I am craving to get that kind of a feeling you get. I want to know more about it. So that kind of a quality it has. I could be wrong in my interpretation to some extent. So this is all the knowledge that I have gathered from reading here, listening to some people, etc., etc. If there are some discordant note in this explanation, so leave it aside and look at the main core content and the meaning of that, and the linkages that I am trying to uh, do with all the verses and the ragas. ஏற்ற கலங்கள் எதிர்வங்கி மீதளிப்ப மற்றதை பால் தெரியும் வள்ளல் பெரும்பசுக்கள். So here I am giving the version of Sri Andal and the meaning of that, and then we will connect it to our day-to-day life and corporate life. The first line, it talks of Yetra Kalangal. Kalangal means all of us, the human beings, are waiting to receive some knowledge or yearning to receive some knowledge. And this is given by Lord Krishna, which is referred here as Pal. Pal is the knowledge and the way that we should live, all the scriptures which is describing the rules of life, etc., etc. These are given by Lord himself, who is the Perum Pasukal, big gigantic cows. He is a gigantic cow equated to Lord Krishna. So he is giving so much of knowledge, wisdom, the rules of life, etc., etc., etc. And we are collecting. It is pouring so much that it is filling all the vessels, and still it is overflowing. That kind of a thing. But it is important to follow all these items. The beauty of that is Matradi Palsurium. Matradi means, there are many ways of looking at it. The way I look at it is, Matradi means without any change, and it must be cascaded down the line, generations, etc., etc. The beauty of all these scriptures, including this Tripavai, which has been written centuries back, not a word has been changed, not a letter has been changed, and the meanings are expanding, 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 expanding. The more we delve into that, the more knowledge you get. So the Pal, which is the knowledge and wisdom, it is not changing. Some of the universal laws will never change, but they get expanded, expanded, expanded. It gives you a wide scope of knowing a lot of things. Yedir mungi meedalippa. That means as you are getting the milk, the froth comes out and it spills out a little bit before the next vessel is given. Yedir mungi meedalippa means it is not in the negative sense. It is in a positive sense, as people describe. When the knowledge is imparted by a teacher to the students, which is another metaphoric connection, the first line says, the kalam is the student, the cow, Perum Pasukal, is the teacher, Acharya, and the Pal is the knowledge and information that he imparts to us. When the student is receiving it and reproducing it in a nice shorter way without damaging the fabric of the whole verse, and still able to explain in a better way, and makes his teacher proud. That is the meaning that it is inferred here, Edirmungi Meedalippa. When it is done, it is not reducing the value of the Guru, who was or his knowledge, which is was the expanded one, and the student has compressed it, condensed it, and given it to the next level or to other people. It does not take away the value of the bigger one. Like if you have to look at a very simple example, simple one word of Rama chanted 3 times is even bigger than the entire Sahasranama. That's what people have concluded and averred. So the Ramanama is even better than or valuable than Sahasranama. At the same time, Sahasranama's value has not come down. It has got its own value. Likewise, Sahasranama is part of Gita. Gita is part of the bigger things. So it is expanding. So there is nothing wrong in that. The other one it says is, there are some words come here. Utram udayai periyai உலகினில் தொட்டுமாய் நின்ற சுடரே துயிலழாய். Very beautiful metaphor. Utram is referred to the Paramapada, which is the highest abode of Lord Vishnu. Periyai, big, is about the Vyuha, the position of Vyuha, the second level of Lord Narayana's position. The third one is Totramai. Totramai means he has come down to show himself in the form of avatars. This is the third stage of the Lord Narayan. The fourth stage is one step ahead, Sudare. Sudare means inside, Antaryami. He is, Bhagavan is in all of us. The God is inside all of us. Nindra means standing. Standing is the statues or vigrahas, which is the correct word, which are in the temple. We go to the temple, which is called Archa. So all the five are very beautifully linked as a metaphor. The last line is ஆற்றாது வந்து மாற்றார் உனக்கு வழிதுளிர்ந்து உன் வாசற்கண் ஆற்றாது வந்து. You have such a velar Lord Krishna, or your fame is such that even the enemies, they shed their ego, arrogance, etc., and come and surrender at your feet. That is a kind of a fame you have. So likewise, we also have come. So please give us the salvation that we had been working for. So thus they plead, and the song gets concluded here. So how do we look at linking to our corporate is the question. When I said the ஏற்ற கலங்கள் எதிர் பொங்கி மீதளிப்ப, it is we can say the available knowledge in the universe. It is like a universe, the size of universe. What we know is only very little. So everyone is fed with some knowledge, information. Everyone has got some kind of a feeling of what is available in the universe. There is a Tamil verb which says, what we know is only the handful. What we don't know is the size of the universe. So by one of the poetess, Avayar, and this also was said centuries back. And if you look at again the five stages, I said no, the metaphor can be used for anything. So there's a huge universe of knowledge, which is equated to the current parlance, you can say Google. You search anything, it is available in Google. That means it is filled with so much of information. And there are other things like Wikipedia. Then there is one particular subject is given in its own detailing. So there is a Wikipedia which talks of a particular subject and gives a lot of details. So the universe is there, you pick up Wikipedia. So from Wikipedia, you also have a lot of audio visuals where people come and explain what is there in the Wikipedia, or in the knowledge they come and explain audio visual. There are some blogs, books which are available at any time for the reference. And the human mind, which also is another computer which can store as much as possible. Depending upon the individual, they can store as much as possible. Very beautifully coming into the linkages of our current life. The students, we said no, Edirmungi Bidilpa has got another view. The student's best attribute is to make the teacher or guru proud by displaying the knowledge obtained in a better way. It does not reduce the value of the guru, but it enhances the value of the student, and it makes the guru very, very proud. Matradi Palsuriyum. So I said the scriptures have not been changed, not a word has changed. The fabric has been remaining the same over centuries, millenniums. Likewise, how do we connect it to our corporate? If you have to cascade communication about the philosophy of the corporate, or the mission of the corporate, or the policy of the corporate, you cascade it to various stages. That cascading should be in such a way that the original core fabric is not damaged at all, and then cascaded to the last stage. We call it as a executive summary, no? Executive summary does not take the value of the detailed analysis. It is another way of putting the. So I would recommend uh, that this must be applied in our day-to-day life in our corporate as well. The other one is which says Perum Pasukal. Vallal Perum Pasukal means the cows at his time or at the time of Sri Andal. They were like very big, gigantic. In some of the verses, they also described they were as huge as an elephant. So they were well grown. Of course, we see even today big cows in various parts of the world. So this gigantic stature gives an impression to all people that this can give a lot. So likewise, we also will look very big and gigantic when our bandwidth of knowledge, skills, communication, etc. is very, very wide. People will look at you. So you are going to, this is the biggest differentiating factor from you and the others, or from us and others. When we have this gigantic kind of appearance or the feel that we give it to the other people, even the people who are in the denial will shed their inhibitions, ego, and then come and talk to you, surrender to you. They will come in line with your thinking because you are seen as a very big person with a wider knowledge. Your bandwidth is the biggest available. And other important key word which I did not discuss in the previous one is Potri Yam Vandom. Andal says, Lord Krishna, it is your duty to come and address the devotees. But you are not coming. We are coming. That is, Yamunda means we are coming to see you and seek your blessings. In fact, it should be the other way. You should come and give us the blessings. She has that kind of a freedom that she can talk to Lord Krishna like that. But if I have to reverse that in the corporate situation, a good manager is a person who will walk to the workplace of the frontliner and discuss whatever he wants to discuss, whatever he wants to communicate, whatever he wants to instruct, etc., 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 rather than summoning the person to his office, sitting in his office, summon them and then give them instructions. But when he does that, the manager becomes a very unique manager. I have tried to connect as much as possible from this verse and connect it to the corporate. As I said in this verse also, reducing a huge Tirupavai and verse which has got numerous expansions in a space of 20 minutes or in a space of one page is extremely difficult. So this is a short note does not mean that this all is available in the Tirupavai or a particular verse of Tirupavai. Plenty available. That glory of that verse is always there. This is a very, very small view, yes, a small pinhole view I have given for the verse and the whole Tirupavai. I hope you have enjoyed this, and I had made my customary 7-point slide. You can just click it for some time in the pause button and read that, and then we can move on. So we will meet again tomorrow with the next verse, so which is again in similar lines, which gives some expanded information on Lord Krishna's qualities, attributes, from which we can pick up a few. Of course, we are no match to Lord, but as he says, this is the thing that I am showing you, this is the right way of doing things, and we should try and follow as much as possible. With this note, I will leave you here. So we will meet tomorrow. Till then, namaskar.